10th, 2021. Would you like to do the roll call?
Absolutely. Meyer? Here. Whaling?
Here.
Capuros?
Here.
Kraus?
Here.
Missouri? Here. Possession?
Here.
Enclosed in your packet are the meeting minutes for last meeting. We need to answer any questions, or we need to have those approved.
So move.
I'll second.
Meyer?
Yes.
Whaling?
Yes.
Capuros?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
Missouri?
Yes.
Possession?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to recognize anybody from the audience. Does anybody have anything to present? Okay, we'll move on. The village clerk report.
There's no report.
No report. All right, we're going to go right into the village commissions and the beautification commission. Matt,
Nothing to report.
4th of July commission. Trustee Meyer?
We met May 3rd to make more plans for the festival, which is going to be over Labor Day. It'll be a 4-day festival. Just continuing plans. There's not going to be a car raffle this year. We're going to do a large 50-50 raffle instead. A few people resigned. Tendered some resignations, so there's going to be some commissioners leaving, more coming on, but, plans are moving along. Do you have anything else you want to add, Bob? No. Yeah. That's it.
Youth commission. Trustee Missouri?
I have nothing to report.
Nothing to report. And also the historic preservation commission, there's nothing to report on that. So we're going to get into the committee reports. Finance and administration committee. Trustee Capuros.
Consider a motion of approval of the treasurer's report for financial activity for the prior month. Donna?
The month-end total for the village accounts, $2,111,759.07. The total of the commission and special accounts for the month-end of April, $184,258.96. The total of both combined, $2,296,018.03. The general month-end for April, $570,689.12. The commission bills and non-AP payments for the month of April totaled $495,138.04. Does anyone have any questions?
Just would like to make a note that we hit our target of being over 500,000 at the end of the fiscal year in the general fund.
Yes. And that ends my report.
All right. I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the treasurer's report for the financial activity for the month prior.
Second.
Okay, it's been seconded. Roll call.
Possession?
Yes.
Missouri?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
Capuros?
Yes.
Whaling?
Yes.
Meyer?
Yes.
Variance reports are enclosed for your review, and then approval of bills for the month prior. Everyone, there is no additions. So the month total of the bills is $220,158.37. Does anyone have any questions on any of the bills?
Just, what was the big Becker's bill for? Is that maintenance or Public Works PD?
Squad cars,
Squad cars.
I believe. Chief,
Yes.
Becker's Bill, squad cars?
Yes. Like, what, repairs, maintenance, what was it?
For what, we had quite a few bills at Becker's. We had,
There's multiple invoices.
Okay.
Squad 27, which was the force or the brakes. That's the one we got used. We're gonna make sure it was safe. Probably the biggest price for that was brakes. We also had a timing chain on the Texas, the new C-Star.
Okay. Okay, that's all good.
All right, any other questions? And I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the bills for the month prior totaling $220,158.37.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Meyer?
Yes.
Whaling?
Yes.
Capuros?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
Missouri?
Yes.
Possession?
Yes.
Here's my report.
Okay, Public Buildings and Properties, Parks and Recreation Committee. Number one, I'd like to make a motion authorizing the purchase of the splash pad equipment from Landscape Structures through the Sourcewell National Joint Purchasing Program, contract 010521-LSI in the amount of $87,380.80.
Second?
Motion and seconded. Roll call.
Possession,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Caprows,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion authorizing the solicitation of bids for the installation of the splash pad per specifications provided by Landscape Structures.
Second?
We have a motion and a second.
Just
Roll call.
one point of order. This does include the rubberized padding. That's part of the install.
Roll call.
Meyer,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Caprows,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Possession,
Yes.
I'd also like to make a motion authorizing the superintendent to install a 2-inch poly water service line and a 110-volt single-phase line to the splash pad.
Second?
Motion and a second. Roll call.
Possession,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Caprows,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
It took 3 years, Mr. Chairman of Public Parks, but we got it
3
done.
years, we got it going.
In the nick of
So-
time.
So you guys have to keep it moving now, all right? Keep moving forward with that splash pad. Okay, that ends my report. Planning, Building, and Zoning Committee.
Thank you. Okay, I'd like to consider an ordinance granting a variance for a fence in the front yard setback at 320 Mallards Cove. Enclosed is a finding of fact and letter written by a neighbor concerning the fence. The neighbor also testified at the hearing and several of her questions were answered. The PZC voted unanimously and recommend approval of the variance on this condition. The fence be 3 feet from the public sidewalk. This fence extends the resident's backyard by about 10 feet toward the street since it is a corner lot. Does anybody have any questions about this? I'd like to make a motion to consider the ordinance granting a variance for a fence in the front yard setback at 320 Mallards Cove.
Okay. Ordinance number 1350. Is that a motion?
Motion to approve ordinance number 1350 granting a variance for a fence in the front yard setback at 320 Mallards Cove.
Okay,
Which I will second.
second. Okay, roll call.
Meyer,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Caprows,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Missouri. Yes. Possession.
Yes. The petitioner was here.
She's
Your
there.
variance was approved. You can apply for your permit tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, is that in your report?
That ends my report.
Okay, Public Safety Committee, Todd.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion authorizing the village president to sign a proposal with JMA Architects, the amount of $8,000 for a feasibility and site selection study for a new police station. As it says there, this is what we discussed at the budget meeting.
The motion, is there a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Possession,
Yes.
Missouri. Yes. Kraus,
Yes.
Caprows,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
And then code compliance, we're doing interviews Thursday. We have 5 that we're trying to schedule. We did interview one Friday, Bob, I don't remember what day it was, last week. So we'll interview those other ones Thursday, and then we'll give a recommendation to the new mayor, since it is a mayoral appointment. And hopefully we'll have that for the next board meeting. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Public Works Committee, Trustee Meyer.
Maybe a long one. Consider a motion waiving the bidding requirement for asphalt street patching work. 4 proposals were received for each of the sections to be repaired, and the lowest price on each proposal was the same contractor. This puts us over the $25,000 in total on 2 of the 4 projects specified. In order to get them paved, with the streets paved, the waiver would have to be approved, or we could hire an engineer, do a bid spec, and solicit bids. This is a new contractor for the village, so the work is not going to one specific firm. The enclosed report describes it. Does anybody have any questions about that?
This motion requires 3/5 vote?
Correct.
Okay, so I will make a motion waiving the bidding requirement for the asphalt street patching work as specified.
There's a motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Meyer,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Capros,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Musician,
Yes.
All right, consider an award for 4 proposals totaling $88,315.44 to McGill Paving for the 2021 street patching program.
Just one clarification, it's 3 proposals, the dollar amount is correct, we already approved the smaller one at the bottom a month ago.
Okay.
But it was included, and I put 4 instead of 3, just 3, the dollar amount's right.
So I will make a motion to award 3 proposals totaling $88,315.44 to McGill Paving for the street patching program.
There's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Musician,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Capros,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes. I'm going to the little back of the big one, let's just pick the turn over. All right. Consider authorizing the purchase of a Spartan 60-inch zero-turn commercial mower from Rendell's of Joliet in the amount of $11,000. This is the budgeted amount. I will make that motion authorizing the purchase of a Spartan 60-inch zero-turn commercial mower from Rendell's of Joliet for $11,000.
Okay, there's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Meyer,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Capros,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Musician,
Yes.
I will make a motion authorizing power washing of the elevated tank to National Wash Authority in the amount of $6,500. This should provide another 5 years on the existing paint job, and we budgeted $6,900.
We have a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Musician,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Capros,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes. I will make a motion authorizing the inspection of the above-ground tank on Church Road in the amount of $2,775 to Liquid Engineering. We had budgeted $3,000.
There's a motion, is there a second?
Second. Oh, there you go.
Pepperell? Trustee Pepperell?
Someone else wanted to Okay, roll call?
Meyer,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Capros,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Musician,
Yes.
I'll make a motion authorizing the installation of the used generator from well number 4 at the Public Works Garage in the amount of $3,100 to Gen Tech, and we budgeted $3,100.
We have a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Trustee Meyer. Okay, roll call?
Musician,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Capros,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes. I'll make a motion authorizing the purchase of a used golf cart for the wastewater treatment plant in an amount not to exceed $2,500. Deals on these come pretty fast, so this way we will be authorized to be able to take advantage of a posted sale quickly.
There's a motion?
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Meyer,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Capros,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Musician.
Yes.
Okay. Matt Connor, or actually, this one to you, Bob, about one resurfacing update?
Ta-da!
Yeah.
As you can see, it's all torn up in the front, doing the concrete work first. I was told that at Balmoral, they were opening the road tonight. They got the guardrails in, so there should be no permanent road closures. They might be temporary road closures, but they'd only be for short periods. The paving will begin once all the concrete work is complete. There's quite a bit of concrete work to do. I'm surprised, Matt and I both never thought they would be doing that much concrete replacement.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But the IDOT engineer got very flexible on where they were putting it, where they were placing it, which is unusual for them. So we're very happy, work is commencing, and hopefully by the end of July, this will be all over. But it'll get worse before it gets better.
It always does.
Murphy's Law.
And Quiet zone update.
All the required implementation has been complete, and we reached out to HR Green, and they're looking to set up the final inspection with the UP Railroad. So we're just kind of waiting on them.
What are we talking, how,
They have legally up to 60 days to come out and respond to inspect everything. That doesn't mean they're gonna give us a final determination on that 60th day. That's just the time frame that they have to actually legally come out and visually look at everything, so.
You're at the mercy of the regional FRA inspector.
Yep.
So we're gonna be introducing a new client representative from Baxter and Woodman Engineering. Ray Koenig is retiring, and he will be introducing his replacement tonight. Ray has been with us since 1996 and worked on the rehabilitation of our sewer plant twice.
That's exactly right. I started at Beecher in 1927, so I hear a lot of Steve has actually been, Steve Amon has worked with, he's the development on the side of things, so he's done a lot of the plan review, and he knows Bob very well, so he's gonna take over for me. I'll be here probably until we got, like, the beginning of July, and, it should be a smooth transition. He's very competent. And while we're rolling here, I'll keep things rolling on the Gould Street water main. We're having discussions between UP Railroad and Will County Highway Department on where we're gonna put the water main under Penfield. We've had one meeting after another, and each entity doesn't want it on their end of the thing, so we think it's probably gonna be in Penfield somewhere.
In Indiana.
Or in Indiana,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So that's what we're fighting about, and we've been assured by the state that the money's not going anywhere. So it's kind of disappointing when Pritzker said we want shovel-ready projects a year ago, and we jumped forward and said, we have one that's bid, and now we have to rebid it, we have to do the whole shebang. So
Re-permit it.
re-permit it, and what happened is UP Railroad, we had permits from them, but they changed all the rules, they wanted soil borings now, and they're much stricter, and you can't talk to a real person, you talk to the real estate people who relay messages, so it's kind of a nightmare. And we're moving, we're hoping to get it bid. I think it's probably the way we're going, it might be a fall start, it might be a spring start, but we're staying on them to make sure the money doesn't go away.
It has to get done before Penfield and Gould start.
Yes.
The road, because we're resurfacing Gould, and we gotta get that main in the ground.
Yeah, when is that, Bob? For-
22.
Yeah, we hell or high water, I guess it is, so anyway, I wanna say thank every one of you for the time I've been here, even the times with Paul Loman weren't so bad now. He actually turned out to be a supporter of me after a few rough times with him, but, he was a valuable guy, I thought. He had the village's heart in the right place, so. But with that said, I have something that I want to turn over to, I guess Scott, Marcy, whoever wants it. You guys can open it up like a Christmas present, and it's a little.
come on, Marcy.
This can go in your new office, Mark.
So, I'm thinking, I heard American Pickers is coming to town, so I'm sure they'll get on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you know, it's very cool.
That's right, Ray, you did Dixie Highway too, didn't you? The original.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll put it over here.
Put it on.
I'll tell you a story about Ray. He called me about 3 years ago and he said, I'm gonna retire. I said, no, you're not until the sewer plant is done.
Yeah.
Remember?
The sewer plant was a fantastic job, but thanks to Matt and John and everybody who worked on it. We got it done without incident, without any major change orders or, it was.
We had our bumps in the road, but that's to be expected.
Well, normal bumps in the road, it was a $10 million project that went very well for a $10 million project, so. I want to thank everybody who was involved in it, so it did feel good.
Thanks, Raymond.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks,
thank
Ray.
you.
Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, thank you, Ray. All right, update on lead service line replacement program.
Bob, you probably might know more on this. I believe we're in our 120-day holding period as of right now.
Yes, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be starting work pretty soon.
I would think, yeah.
Because our 120 days is almost up
Yeah.
with the EPA to hold it time.
Okay. Well, that ends my report.
Okay. Economic Development and Community Relations Committee.
So, small update, just the newsletter has been mailed, so everybody should have that. We'll be getting it soon.
Okay. Any old business? No old business? Okay, now I'm gonna turn the meeting over to
Jeanette?
our village clerk. Get out of here.
Don't run here, Scott.
What's that?
Said don't run out.
No.
Hey Scott, you gotta sign documents, you wanna do it fast?
Yeah.
No, Scott is done. Yeah. See you next week.
No.
No.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to.
Yep. I'd like to swear in the three trustees that were elected. If you could slide around to the flags over here, that would be great.
You want me up here, or do it who you want?
No, everybody that was a trustee that was elected, if you can join me up here, if you guys can all go over here together, please. And face the cameras, please. And move this way. Yes, I'm bossy, okay? Holy moly! There we go.
Engineer's really stepping up.
All right. Everyone raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and state your name,
I, Dr. Harrison,
having been elected to the office of village trustee
having been elected to the office of village trustee
in the village of Beecher,
in the village of Beecher,
in the county of Will,
in the county of Will,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the position of trustee faithfully discharge the duties of the office of trustee to the best of my ability.
faithfully discharge the duties of the trustee to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, our work. All right, Mr. Kraus. If you can sign there. And I will give you your stuff in just a minute. Mr. Beecher, you can sign right there.
Certainly.
Thank you. Mr. Thierry, if you could sign there. And Mr. Stacy, if you could sign right there. Oh, this one right here, I'm sorry. I will give you copies of your oaths and your certificates, and I'll bring them back just in a few minutes. You guys are all trustees now.
Thank you.
Newly elected Mayor Williams. I, and state your name, I, Marcy Meyer, having been elected to the office of village president, having been elected to the office of village president
in the village of Beecher,
in the village of Beecher,
and the county of Will,
in the county of Will,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of village president of the best of my ability.
of the office of village president to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations.
Here for me, right there. Yep.
Okay, we can go back.
Okay,
Wow, man. Well, this is weird.
New beginning.
Well, I would like to congratulate the newly elected and newly re-elected trustees, which I guess is everyone except John, pretty much. I can't wait to start working with the new board. It's gonna be a good couple of years. We do have one open seat left. I don't have anything to announce tonight, so that's all gonna happen probably at the next meeting on May 24th. We'll do committee assignments then, commission appointments, etc. So that'll be the May 24th meeting. Does anybody have any new business to come before the board? Okay. There won't be any need for executive session tonight, so do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
We have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call.
Thierry,
Yes.
Caperos,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Session,
Yes.
Roger Stacy.
Yes.
Meeting's adjourned.